Hello guys, hope you're doing great. To start with, this is how my face is looking right now. And to moisturize, I'll be using an oil-based one so that my foundation sits right and comfortably on my skin. I don't like to prime my face. Instead, I'll be applying thin layer of Laura Mercier powder before any application of foundation. Here, I'm color correcting underneath my eyes, outer corner of my eyes, around my mouth, and also on my forehead. Wherever I see pigmentation, I'll be applying corrector and blend it properly so that my face doesn't look orangish or reddish. And blend. Once done, I'll be using a full coverage foundation by L'Oreal Infallible. As you can tell, I've used way too much, but not to worry. What I'll do is I'll take a wet beauty blender and remove the excess once I'm done stippling the foundation all over my face. What it will do is a beauty blender will pick up all the excess product and my face will not look that heavy, because I don't find the need of applying too much foundation. As always, remember, less is more. When you use a color correcting concealer underneath your eyes or wherever you have pigmentation, pat your brush there, or else there are chances that your whole face can turn like orangish or beige or whichever color corrector you're using. Now removing excess foundation off my face. Moving on to cream contour. Well, always remember to put your head straight and not tilted while you're contouring your nose, or else it will look crooked. To get that chiseled nose, always blend the nose contour very seamlessly. Moving on to highlighting, I really gently highlight my forehead. As you can tell, it is pretty big. Highlighting my eyelid, underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose and chin, and also blend it really well. And also don't forget to set it properly, because we don't want that concealer to be creasing underneath our eyes. Now I'll be powder contouring hollows of my cheek and my forehead to appear smaller. I always like to go heavy on blush as it tends to fade away during the day, and I love the youthful look that it gives. The next step is something I love doing. Highlighter, guys. I love playing with different highlighters, mixing two different highlighters. Oh my god, it gives me joy. The next step is something that frames your face and derives your age, which is your eyebrows. I would highly recommend to groom it, because you'll only understand once you start doing it. Moving on to my eyelids, I'll be using Morden Renaissance palette by ABH. From this palette, I'll be taking a neutral shade and applying it on my crease and making sure that it blends seamlessly. Now I'll be taking a glitter and cutting my crease without a concealer, and you just need a glitter. To further intensify this look, I'll be adding Love Letter from this palette onto the outer edge of my eyes and blending it seamlessly. Adding darker shade on my lash line followed with the mascara so that my natural lashes blends in with the false lashes. Lately, I love tight lining, and once that is done, I also only apply liner onto the inner corner so that my eyes look like an almond shape and gives an illusion of bigger eyelids. To give that smoked out effect, I am adding wash of nude shade underneath my eyes and then putting kajal and blending the two seamlessly so that it doesn't look patchy, and adding mascara. Last but not the least, let's move on to lipstick. Well, this packaging decided not to open whatsoever. Well, I'm lining my lips using the K Beauty lip liner in the shade Fame. I'll be only adding the lip liner on the edge of my lips and not planning to overline it. And for the lipstick, I'll be using Maybelline's Pretty Please lipstick. Well, it is amazing. Look at the pigmentation, guys. oh boy, I was in love with it. It gives you a very satiny finish, and if you ask me, it also transfer, but the shade was something that I gravitate towards, and here it is. That is it, guys. Hope you found this video helpful, and stay tuned. Bye.